Hey kids, we're back still talking about percents. We're gonna flip the script a little bit today and look at percents a little bit differently. We've been finding the percent of a number, and now we're gonna take a look at how to use that ratio that we were using last time to solve other type of percent problems. The problem you started with this morning, Kara made 9 out of 10 of the free throw shots that she attempted. What percent of the shots did she make? Now, before we look any deeper into the problem, I want to remind us of the formula that we've been given for finding percents. So we know that we can find percent by taking two equivalent fractions with the part over the whole equals the percent over 100. If we take a look at the problem that we have here and plug those numbers into this formula, we can easily solve for percent. So we know Kara made 9 out of 10 of the free throws. So I know that 9 is part of the 10 shots that she made. So my first fraction is going to be 9/10. That is going to be equal to percent over 100. Now, yesterday we used our butterfly method. Let's go ahead and try that. So you could easily see that we need to multiply here. 10 times 10 equals 100. We can multiply 9 times 10 to get 90 and easily know that it's 90%. But let's just practice this butterfly method. So we know with our butterfly method, we multiply the denominator of one fraction to the numerator of the other. Here we have 9 times 100, and that gives us 900. Here we have 10 times the percent. 10 times the percent. Now what we know is 900 is equal to 10 times the percent of the number. We can easily solve there by taking 900 divided by 10. That gives us 90. So we know that she scored 90% of the shots that she made. Now that's just a simple introduction to the butterfly method in this one. We're going to do some other problems for practice. All right, today you're going to see problems that look like this first question here. 75 is 15% of what number? The last couple of lessons, you've been mostly looking at problems that look like this. What is 15% of 75? Now, we know our formula here is part over the whole equals percent over 100. Let's take a look at how our ratios change a little bit as we plug each of these different problems into this formula. So let's take our problem that we're familiar with. What is 15% of 75? The easiest part of our formula to plug in is our percentage. We know it's 15% over 100. And that's going to be equal to a ratio of what is 15%? So we're looking of the percentage of 75. We don't know. The unknown is how many is 15% of 75, and 75 is our whole. Okay, so that's what we looked at last time. Now let's take a look at this different problem. Same numbers, slightly different wording, asking for something completely different. So here our question is, 75 is 15% of what number? So one part of it's still the same. We have 15% of what number? So that part of it is simple. We know our percentage here is 15. We can write the percent over 100. Now, do we have the part of our other fraction or the whole of our fraction? So let's take a closer look at how it's being written. 75 is 15%. We know that a percentage is only a part of 100. So if 75 is 15%, we know it's only part of the original number. So here we have our numerator, and what we're looking for is the whole. We have our part, we need the whole. Now that we've taken note of some of the differences in setting our problem up, the solving of the equation is the same. We'll still use the butterfly method to solve for the unknown in this situation. Moving on, let's look at some practice problems to solve. So here we have our next problem. 9 is 36% of what number? So we have our formula, part over whole equals percent over 100. Let's plug in the parts that are simple. We know the percentage. We know 36% over 100. So we need to take a look at in our second fraction, are we given the part, the numerator, or are we given the whole, the denominator? So let's look closer. 9 is 36%. So I'm seeing these kind of grouped together. 9 is a percentage of the original number. It's 36%, right? So I know that since 9 is a percentage of another number, 9 is the part of the number. And what we don't know is the unknown number. Now we're going to use our butterfly method to solve. We have 9 times 100, our numerator and our denominator of 1. 9 times 100 is 900. And if we multiply our unknown times percent is unknown times 36. We can rewrite this like this. 900 is equal to some number multiplied by 36. Now, what I want you to start noticing in the patterns that you're seeing here is that we're always going to divide by the number that's left alone with an unknown. So here we can see that 36 is on the equal side by itself. We have an unknown number attached to it. We need to divide here to solve. So we're going to take 900 divided by 36, and that's going to give us 25. So our official answer is 9 is 36% of 25. And if we wrote our equivalent fractions, it would be 9 over 25 is equal to 36% over 100. All right, here we have another problem to practice with. 7 is 70% of what number? Again, we're going to start right off with setting up our formula and our equation. We have the percentage part, so we can easily put in 70% over 100. Now looking at our second fraction, again we have this wording, 7 is 70%. That tells me that 7 is a percentage of the whole. That gives us the numerator. 7 is 70% of an unknown number. So we're going to then proceed with our butterfly method. We are going to take 100 times 7, and that's going to give us 700. And we're going to take our percent times an unknown, so we can say 70 times an unknown number. If we rewrite that, 700 is equal to 70 times the unknown. From the last problem, we learned that we definitely need to divide. We're going to divide 700 divided by 70, and that gives us 10. So we can say that our equivalent fractions are 7 over 10 is equal to 70% over 100, or 7 is 70% of Okay, here we go. The last practice of our presentation of our little lesson. We have 7 is at 35% of what number? Let's remind ourselves of our formula we're going to use, which is part over the whole equals percent over 100. And let's start plugging in our formula. We know that we have 35% of a number. We put that over 100. Now we need to plug in our other fraction. I see again here, 7 is 35%. That tells me it's a percentage of a larger number. So 7 is a part of an unknown number that we don't know yet. Let's take a look at our butterfly method. Again, we're going to multiply 100 times 7. That gives us 700. And we multiply our percent by the unknown. 35 times an unknown number. We're going to rewrite that to say 700 is equal to 35 times an unknown number. Remembering back, we know that we have to divide to solve. 700 divided by 35 is equal to 20. So if we're filling in our fractions here, we can rewrite our fractions to say 7 over 20 is equal to 35% over 100. Or we can say 7 is 35% of 20. Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The butterfly method is going to be your tried and true method here of solving our percent problems no matter what, although you do have some other tools and tricks at your disposal. Remember, boys and girls, you can always use calculators when solving. Don't let the math trip you up, and good luck.